Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Token Games Podcast. I'm your host and sometimes referee, the friendly neighborhood Cta Pearson. I said Token Games Podcast, god damn it, and I know we did a name change. I'm not going to over edit, we'll do it live, fuck it. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Token Cast. I'm your host and sometimes referee, Cta Pearson, the friendly neighborhood of course. And today I'm joined by he whose dragon is always swagging, the newest and the youngest of one swag dragon.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Neighborhood Friendly Swaggin' Dragon? Coming here live, watching NYC.
New York. And here comes a new challenger. To know him is to love him, or make fun of his ghetto ass laugh. First time listener, long time friend, Shy Dubs, straight out of the city.
Hello, I'm Shy Dubs. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
I've known Zax since 2007?
Like, so probably 7.
It's been a little too long, so thank you.
Fuck you.
And I don't have a ghetto laugh, as you can tell. It's quite professional.
He used to.
Lies.
You just mad I didn't have a microphone back then. All right, so unlike the more traditional life stories, some of these are a little bit too short. So this is more like a triple story, which is a rarity. That almost never happens. Not because I've run out of material, more like I know these are funny as hell, but they're not that long. So we're going to do the long one at the end of the story. And just to be more clear about context, because this has come up from time to time, none of these stories that we've done for Life Story Season 1, 2, and now 3 are in a chronological order. Ain't no way in fuck I can remember that year. I am not a young man anymore. I enjoy being old. And the cool thing about being old, besides shitting on young people, us elder millennials don't remember what year we learned or did everything that we did. And it's only going to get worse over time. Moving on.
This also includes back pain. Because I felt that. Since I too am getting old.
Motherfucker, you ain't even old enough to drink. Shut your ass up.
Yeah, but the symptoms are starting. They're starting.
I wish I could forget Trump existed, but that's another matter. All right. So our first story is during the war that went on in the summer months. Which summer this is, I don't know. Like a great many things that piss off people on the internet, we don't know when they first showed up. We just know that people are mad about them by the millions, and sometimes it's petty, or sometimes assholes overblow it and make it look like it's something bigger than it actually is. This particular incident is about beach bods. Yes, you heard me correctly. So you already know where this is going. Fat person done fucked up. Okay. So for those who are uninitiated, basically anybody who's not from New York or Chicago, we have one of the best public transportation systems in the nation. Mind you, it's still trash compared to a lot of other countries, but it's very good for USA in general. In fact, I won't even call it a fun fact, more like something very interesting. You can actually use the entirety of the Chicago transit system via less than $10 payment in a day pass format if you wanted to.
And that'll get you like 23 miles up and throughout the city.
Say again?
I was saying that'll get you like 23 miles up and throughout the city, go from the far south side to the far north side. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, and the city is, not that many miles. We got a lot of money, but not that many miles. I don't even think, as far as people, we're the biggest, but we're not even technically the biggest landmass city in the state, I don't think. But I digress. All right, so no, I'm not gonna hide their names because this shit was stupid. It was me, this girl named Cherry, not Sherry, Cherry, and her friend Linda, and my homie Michael. I know a lot of Michaels, and just so we're clear, I'm not referring to Romulus. This could have been, I think this might have been between 2011 and 2017, the first time beach bods were quote unquote being called evil or derogatory when they fucking weren't. And people keep forgetting that this already happened before, because I know they got hated again around 2019 or something, but this has been an ongoing cycle, and it's a fucking dumb cycle. However, I don't think Twitter was as mad back then. So, Sherry is, at the time, 210 pounds. I'm not saying that to make fun of her, and I'm not making a joke about her, but I need to give context to this story. And her friend Linda, or Belinda, but I don't think anyone should be named Belinda, so I'm going to say Linda. Linda was possibly half that or less, okay? I choose my friends based on how you act as a person. Rarely has a friend being fat gotten me into trouble or been some form of a detriment to my actual life. If I had to think about it, I maybe would only be able to recall 10 times where it was an actual issue. And I'm sure they'll come up on life stories at some point. So we just got done going to a house party. We didn't realize we were all taking a train together, but you know how it is. If you leave and you go to a train station or public transportation, for the uninitiated, aka the not rich, it's customary for people to just walk together in that group, even though there's no reason to. And it's not even late night. It's like, at the time this is happening, it couldn't have been no more than, I want to say 3 p.m., 3 in the afternoon. So we were talking, we had a good time. And out of nowhere, Michael's like, hey, for the record, I'm going to get off a little bit early. I'm going to go see my girl. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And Linda says, oh, you have a girlfriend. Oh, congratulations, you have a girlfriend. I was like, I caught that shit, but I didn't say nothing about it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere on the train, I hear doors closing. What the actual fuck? I was like, you're mad that the doors are closing? So I turn and I look at Cherry, and I was like, and Michael's looking at me. Is like, what's wrong with the doors closing, right? So she says, no, that. Now, for those who don't know, again, about trains, advertisement space in the non-metro trains is everywhere. So people put ads and they have an ad rail, literally an advertisement railing system near the ceiling or the edges of the ceiling in all of CTA-dom, right? So one of the advertisements was, I think, for Bally Total Fitness, if they even still around, or whatever gym is popular these days, maybe LA Fitness, I don't know. It says, are you ready to get your beach bod, ? Or something like that. So I'm looking at it. I look at her. I look at Michael. Michael is over there looking like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. He's not laughing, but he can't stop grinning with his teeth out. And I'm just like, and I put two and two together. I was like, oh, it's about to be some shit. I am now in a train with an insecure, obese person, and I did not know it. So I was like, and Linda's looking around confused, has no idea what the fuck the problem is. So I'm just like, hey, Cherry, listen, it's technically asking a question, okay? It didn't say you don't have a beach bod. In fact, you determine what your beach bod looks like. If you got beach clothing for your current size and weight, then hey, that's your beach bod, okay? Also, it's just an advertisement that someone made. I was like, hey, Cherry, calm the fuck down. Who do you think you're talking to? And I hate getting mad at Cherry, not because she's so sweet and adorable and innocent. I don't know what the relationship is like with Cherry's dad. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. I don't know what the relationship is like with Cherry's dad, but anytime I have to get assertive with her because she copied an attitude with me, she starts getting like this almost horny giggle. That's the best name I have for it. And I know I can't say this to her face. It's like, hey, Cherry, why you sound horny every time I fucking get mad at you, huh? Because that would be very, very fucking weird. And I didn't want to have that conversation with her, but I acknowledge it. I even make a point not to make eye contact with her once, I've been mad, which I know looks weird in public because you see me get up in her face after she gets mad at me, and then I start looking like a little punk bitch. It's like, that's got to be confusing for anybody watching. Or in this case, it was funny for Michael because he knew exactly what it was because he know how Cherry and me are. So now he sounds like the little Muttley dog from Wacky Racers. And he's going, It's like he's choking while he's laughing.
When is he getting off the train?
That's what I said. I was like, Michael, when are you getting off the train? He's like, nah, I'm riding this one out, homie. I was like, I would say some shit, but women. So then they both look at me like, what's that supposed to mean? I was like, oh shit, I have stepped in it now. So I was like, okay, I don't mean that, you know, I didn't want to say something that I can't say to you guys. Why are you stuttering? Please let me finish. And I was just like, listen. Sometimes there are insults that don't involve women or are derogatory towards women. I don't make in front of my female friends. And Cherry's like, well, I never knew that. Why is that? Linda comes in out of nowhere because he uses one of our body parts to insult somebody. So me and Michael look at each other. We pause and we look at her and she's like, what? And I don't say it. And I know it's wrong to say it. But Michael says, Linda, do you got some black friends? Because it just sounded really, really hood.
So Belinda is white, I'm assuming. Belinda is white?
Well, I mean, like I said, I call her Linda because no one should be called that. But
like, what are the races of these people since we bringing them up now?
Ambiguously Caucasian, aka white. I don't know if she knows what she is. I didn't ask. And Cherry is, I believe, half Puerto Rican. But, you know, sometimes they are like super pale in general. And her dad, or last I met, he's Caucasian, but I don't know their relationship. I just know she has one though. So she was always gonna look pale-ish or of the paler tints.
Yeah, the basic sitcom kind of cast mesh going on here, right?
Yeah, like I wouldn't say Seinfeld because you were either Jewish or you were Caucasian on that show.
Friends.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, wasn't they like 100% white except for Vince Vaughn?
Exactly.
Oh, well, there you go. So, and plus, we had no idea if her hair was dyed or not. We just know the eyebrows didn't match. But apparently, they can dye the hair a different color than the eyebrows. I mean, they can dye their hair, and the eyebrows also won't even match the normal hair also, as I've learned. So, we go back to, so immediately, Michael goes back to having that shit-eating grin on his face, and I'm just like, he's not looking at me, so he's looking at Cherry. I am going to be stressed by turning around. So Cherry got up on a fucking chair. Her little 5'5", 5'6" ass is trying to hold on to the back end of the rail, which is not meant for gripping, and a piece of the fucking window frame in the train, so she can take a marker and fuck up this advertisement. And I'm just in the pier like, oh, she's lost all touch of reality. Cherry, what the fuck are you doing? So now there's like 2 or 3 people opening the emergency door to go sit into another train. And I think I see a dude trying to secretly, quietly pull out his phone so he can film. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure this person will be great friends with Michael. So I go in and I'm like, Cherry. Hey, listen, you're committing a crime on a train that has 2 omnidirectional fucking cameras. Stop what you're fucking doing.
To be fair, it's not that big of a crime. But
You gonna regret saying that one day.
Well, from what you're telling me at the moment, like whatever, scratching the advertisement. My question is, how crazy was she acting for people to run to the next train card with a 5'6" woman like standing on some seats? Like, how crazy was she?
Look, some people just decide if I think I see some crazy, I'm checking the fuck out. Right? That's just how it is.
But you gonna always see crazy. You always gonna see crazy. Well, which line was it? That's another question. Was it red, blue, green, brown? That's
We were on the brown line.
Oh yeah. They running away on that one.
I mean, everyone thought hipsters trying to smoke weed was gonna be the problem, but no, the brown line was chaos incarnate. Anyways, So, I'm just like, I look at her and I say, woman, do you even have a marker on you? I have a pen. Bing. This is, I don't remember what the fuck the station is. Transfer to blah, 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 blah. And now there are people getting on the train, getting ready to film. And I see somebody going like, oh, should they getting ready to film? And then I hear boom. And then I turn, it's like, yeah, she hit the ground. She hit the ground when the train slowed down. She didn't get back up. So people went from going, I get to film some crazy shit. Oh, like there was some white lady who got on the train. She was around our age group and she was getting ready to pull out her phone. Boom, put it right back in the pocket. So I turned around. I was like, Michael, is she unconscious? So Michael is now dying laughing. Kind of like you are. But Michael was like literally couldn't stand up straight, holding on to the metal rail so he doesn't touch the nasty ass CTA train ground. Yes, they clean them annually, but you're never the first person to get back on them after they've been cleaned. And ambulance got called because I ain't about to lift her fat ass.
Wait. So she actually was unconscious?
Yes.
She hit her head?
Yes.
Now I feel bad for laughing.
I don't. She was committing a crime. It's karma, if anything. Instant karma.
That's not that big of a crime. Honestly, let's be
Bro,
real.
if they charge you money.
Bring back the no. We're talking about CTA, bro. Like you're talking about vandalizing a damn advertisement on a CTA. Meanwhile, motherfuckers getting shot, stabbed. No, fuck that. No, that's not a crime. That's not a crime in my opinion. Come on.
Unlawful and criminal are two different things, but this is technically criminal. However, you feel how you feel. I'm not going to change your mind. My whole thing is that I'm not going down with her. And I'm glad I didn't, because I probably wouldn't get back up.
Yeah.
So, God. What's up, Swag?
Nah, just I didn't go for that.
So, ambulance show up. She got a nice ass bill, but her parents had insurance. Or rather, she was still under them. And I told her when she woke up, hey, Linda left. I didn't foresee you taking long to wake up, but Linda left. And Michael missed his stop. I'm not saying they're doing anything together. I'm just saying they both left. I only stayed here because I knew you were probably going to wake up pretty soon. Listen to me. That was fucking stupid. If you do anything like that again, you and me are not going to be friends because my friends don't purposely try to get me involved with stupid crimes, especially when there's cameras everywhere. And she looks at me confused. What did I do? What the fuck? What the fuck you mean, what did you do? Why am I going in the ambulance? So the dude pulling her in is like, okay, do we have to like take her now? She's kind of heavy. So normally there's an ambulance type ramp thingy, I think, or whatever. Theirs was broke or just they didn't bring it. So they were physically holding her. They had to strap her down, but she would slide downwards when they tilted the bed too much. And dude tried to get it above his head. Other people could obviously help them, but the dude was also like, hey, look, we just got her out of the fucking train station through the staircase. And she's awake. Do we have to take her? He's asking the other person, I guess was a supervisor, or maybe he just asked him, hey, don't snitch or something. And
legitimate question.
So everyone starts looking around and thinking. And it's literally dead silence. No one knows what they should do. So I just like, let me help you grab this up real quick. And I lift the other end. It's like, I'll send you a text with everything. Right? So she didn't believe that this happened until Linda and Michael the same day called her up without trying to laugh and confirming I was telling the truth. She's in disbelief that she was that insecure about being fat. I'm just like, how are you a thing?
You want me to go there?
You can say what you want to. She ain't gonna see this.
Privilege. That's why.
Damn.
That's why when you.
Damn, you really did go there.
I told you, like that's when I asked the question, like, what race were they? Like privilege. Let's be real, bro. Like, ain't nobody in their right mind is finna be going off on a train over something that small, in my opinion.
Bro, you didn't see what happened about 4 months ago. That's exactly what the fuck was happening.
This happened 4 months ago?
No. I mean, like, remember I said in the beginning of the story, Beach Bod got hate all over again. That was worse than last time. All over Twitter and social media for using the word beach bod. They even made a hashtag like all bods are beach bods. A bunch of fat chicks went to a beach and put up a sign that says all bods are beach bods. Like, bro, this is a marketing and advertisement campaign. They're not even saying you're hideous because you're fat.
This is why I said privilege. I'm not talking about white privilege or anything. I'm talking about privilege, period. Because people sometimes choose to be oppressed. And she chose to be oppressed by an advertisement on the train.
I mean, I say insecurity, but I'm glad you clarified though.
That's my take.
So yeah, that's the end of the story. I still see and talk to Linda from time to time.
Was this like at least 5-6 years ago or something?
Yeah, that's what I said. But the new insecurity thing about it was like last year during the summer. I'm like, y'all worrying about beach body shit when we can't even fucking go outside? Like, that's why I couldn't even respect it. Not because, oh, fat people mad that they're fat. No, it was because, you know, we can't even go outside right now. So nobody is a beach body, goddammit.
Well, technically, if nobody's outside, then everybody has a beach body.
Exactly. If all lives matter, then that means Black Lives Matter, don't it, motherfucker?
You talking about where I went.
Bro, I'm almost desensitized to the shit by now. But anyways, yeah, so that's the end of story 1. Any questions?
What the fuck? Also, yeah, that's definitely one of the most relatable stories that I've heard. Seeing that, I've seen plenty of rare shit down in the subway and stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, there was no reason for her to escalate it to that level. It was an advertisement. It was a piece of paper that wasn't even going to be there in like 2 months. The fuck? Moving on. I think we might as well do the big story. I'm gonna just do that because I'm not really watching the time, but you know, probably gonna watch the new season of Atlanta because it finally came out. Okay.
Shameless plug.
I mean, they're not paying me, so it's not shameless. Anyways, okay, so I can't be no older than maybe 10, 9, or 11. That weird little not a teenager, but old enough to be smart kid. There's a park that was like a few blocks down from one of the houses I lived in growing up. It's called Hayes Park, right? Yeah. Now, Hayes Park had some renovations that took almost, I think, 2 years to finish. They built in a whole indoor pool. They made a male-female locker room, and they even made a rental space, and they put in a fucking gym. It was crazy. They renovated and updated everything except the tired-ass volleyball court they got outside the fucking building. So, one year in particular, I'm at the park section of Hayes Park because it's weird. It's called Hayes Park, but you know they never have all the playground areas all over the park. They have it in a designated location. So the edge of the south entrance, I want to say, or the west entrance, is an actual kids playground type park situation, right? Now, here's the thing. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm not hiding their names. I just don't remember them because this was a long time ago. I was one of those kids who didn't just have friends that were inside of his school. I also have friends that I didn't go to school with. And, well, going outside and getting that literal permission to do so was, you know, not common back in that day, so much as expected. Like, you know, knocking on somebody's house door and saying, hey, can such and such come out and play? Are they in trouble? Blah, blah, blah. Because not everybody had cell phones back then. Or if you did, you were the rich kid growing up.
We speaking history, the swag, man.
Yeah, it's like I know these young bastards, they can't even imagine a time when screens weren't touch screens. But yeah, so it was me. We're gonna call this one guy Little Billy. because I think his name was actually Billy. And this one girl, her name was Ashley. I actually remember her name because it's very generic and boring. Her name was Ashley, but she was not generic and boring. She kind of scares me even to this day. But if anyone tells her I said that, I will fucking suplex them. So I'm talking to you, basically. Anyways.
I don't know who she is.
I know, but in the event that you bump into her. Anyways. So me and my friends are at the park, and we're wondering what happens to those trailers that are next to the park that's connected to Hayes Park in the summer when the kids aren't in school. Plus, we didn't even see kids go in there during school days. So what were these trailers for? And no one cared if we walked up them or just played on the bars. Like, why is this here? So then Billy's like, hey, let's try to go in one. I was like, you know the doors are locked, bro. We've been going to this park for years. You know the doors are locked. Well, yeah, but you know, what if it's a weak lock, bro? You want to break in like a ninja? And I was like, Ashley, ninjas don't break into houses. So how do they sneak in and like and like kill people and stuff? I was like, okay, well, touche. I think I'm actually having like hard thoughts about this shit. So just to get a layout of Hayes Park, which you can Google if you want to, Hayes Park, Chicago, or Chicago, Illinois, Hayes Park. These trailers are literally right next to the children's playground area and the swings and the sandbox and the illogical water fountain that doesn't do anything except shoot water in a straight line that no one knows why it's there, but we just acknowledge that it exists. A lot of parks have those. I don't know why. And Billy heard a sound and said, hey, sound like the sprinklers are on. I was like, oh, okay. Well, look, let's not do the one that's like on the outside close to the street. Let's go and investigate. Scooby-Doo! Ashley, just because you hear someone say investigate does not mean they talking about Scooby-Doo. Now, for the uninitiated, this is when Scooby-Doo first started getting whored out. Let's call it what it is. First started getting whored out really in the 90s. So it wasn't the New Adventures of Scooby-Doo. It was Scooby-Doo Kids. No, a pup named Scooby-Doo was coming out. And we liked it. It was a pup named Scooby-Doo. Or it was really old and reruns were airing on cable. We was into a pup named Scooby-Doo. Right? And she just goes, I want to be Velma. I was like, and we just looked like, you're the only one that can be Velma. Well, I could have been a Daphne, bitch. It's like, and she looks at me even though Billy said it. And I'm just like, why do I have to be a bitch in this situation? He said it. Yeah, you're not supposed to be cursing anyway. So we both looked at Billy and just started laughing. I'm just saying, when you a kid, you curse around your friends and there's no grown-ups around and someone says, we're not supposed to swear, guys. You about to get laughed at for at least 10 minutes.
And cursed out.
No, well, we could have, but we just laughed at him. So we're walking over to it and we get up there and Ashley starts pretending to be a ninja while walking up the ramp. I was like, Ashley, just walk up the damn ramp. There's no one here.
You a party pooper, motherfucker.
No, it's just, you don't understand how dorky she looked. You weren't there.
No, she was just hesitant. That's all.
Hey, she was having fun. You over here trying to spoil it.
Fuck y'all. Anyways, so we're walking up the ramp for the disabled handicap entrance. We're noting how rusty things are. Like, no one's been in these bitches in a while. And she just looks at me and she goes, will you just like shut up?
Thank you.
Fuck you. Anyways, so me and Michael, like, he tries to open it. It's locked. And we just go, no. Back when that was still cool to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's like really wobbly. Word? So I go over there with it like, let me try to feel. And I was like leaning it was tilting while it was still in the door handle socket. So this door is super thin. I was like, is this door like made out of aluminum? They make doors out of aluminum? Like, yeah, some doors are actually made out of aluminum. Wow, that's cool. Like, no, not really. Like, you could easily break into a door made out of aluminum. So Michael's like, so if I drop kick a door that's made out of aluminum, it might just like pop open. I'm saying the sturdiest part of that door is going to be the doorknob and the lock mechanism. And Ashley's like, how do you spell mechanism? So Michael's trying to explain it, and I'm messing with the door, right? And then they both stop because she's trying to spell it too. And Michael, Michael.
Billy.
Shit, yeah, Billy. Thank you. Billy's like, he just stops talking halfway through. He's like, MECHA? Well, you said, and then Ashley goes, well, you said ism, so wouldn't like ISM be at the end of it? So I was about to say, and looking at her, I was like, well, sometimes it can be, and we both just stop. So Ashley's looking at us, and she's waving in our face. I was like, we're not frozen in time, woman. Just look. So we turn around. There's a kid from all the way to the other side of the park, or halfway through, because this park is an oval shape, and we're at the south entrance. So going from the north entrance to the south entrance is almost 1.5 miles or longer. And this kid, maybe he's our age, maybe a little bit older. He's tall though, and he's lanky. He's holding a bike with no wheels on it. Now, obviously you can take a wheel off a bike, but we had never seen someone walking around with a bike with no wheels. I don't think anybody ever has seen someone just walking around with a bike with no wheels.
I have.
Okay, well, maybe they stole it.
Exactly. Because
they hook the wheels when they really should hook the whole body. Yeah, that used to happen a lot back in the day. So I just go over there, and I don't go over there. I'm looking, and then I was like, Ashley, turn around. I turn Ashley around because she's in her own world right now. So I was like, hey, you see him? Like, yeah. What about him? Now Ashley can't really, she's barely over the bars, so she got her whole chin. Arm up on the disabled railing arm bar part. And I was like, there's no wheels on his bike, said Billy. To which I exclaimed, I feel like we should go. But I said it almost like it was a question. I feel like we should go. And then Ashley's like, are you asking? I was like, I think so. Which is it? I was like, Ashley, something is very wrong right now. And she told, and I told her, like, well, what do you mean? Well, he's smiling and he's walking towards us specifically. How you know he's walking towards us? Turn around and fucking look, woman. So she looks and she waves at him. And I'm like, and we're just like, and me and Bill like, hey, what the fuck you doing? Stop. It's like, what's he gonna do? I didn't say he was gonna do nothing. So why can't I wave at him? I was like, okay, well, you technically have a point, but Spider Sense is going ape shit right now. And Billy's just like, I think I know him, but I don't. But I do think we should leave. And Ashley's like, well, which is it? I was like, Ashley, calm the fuck down. Right? So we look back up. This motherfucker starts running towards us. And Ashley's like, ooh, this is going to be fun. I was like, fuck you mean? Because whatever's about to happen, he ain't going after you. So me and Billy hop off the rail and get on the other side. It's like, hey, and Billy being smart, or at least it would have been smart at the time, was like, hey, yo, do you have the right people? I was like, so do you know him? Next thing I know, boom! Dude threw the bike at Billy. Now, Billy may be the, let's not curse, guys, but Billy ain't no little bitch. I know he ain't no little bitch, because anybody who came around me as a little kid and I found out you was a little bitch, I would basically chastise you until you became brave. Because I just like annoying the fuck out of and talking down to children who were bullied. Yes, it's fucked up. However, in my defense, 90% of the time, it worked. And I didn't have to put my hands on them because I didn't want to. And they stopped being punked out.
So you and Billy hopped over the railing as the guy was running.
Yeah.
And he got close.
Close to the bike. Yeah.
Did it hit Billy?
Yeah.
Okay, what? Okay, continue. I'm trying.
So Billy went into, for lack of a better term, Hulk mode. Billy fights a little bit different because he was always taller than people. So Billy is not so much throwing a punch at you or trying to push you to the ground and sit on top of you and fuck your face up. Billy over here swinging like the fucking Hulk. He'll bring 2 fists down from all the way up top if he knows you slow. He can fight, but it's a very unorthodox style. But to be fair, again, he's been bigger than most people. So I'm just like, nah, let me get this shit. I'm about to start swinging this at this motherfucker. So this kid just started laughing. Like, like that shit, right? We knew he wasn't a teenager though, because yes, teenagers love picking on smaller children, or just people like picking on people in general, unfortunately. And that's if they like them. That's the scary part I learned from an anthropologist. People can harass you and bully you if they like you.
That's illogical.
I know, but it's apparently a thing that humans do.
Well, I feel like that happens a lot in families. You know, I could pick on my little brother, but you can't type shit.
Yeah, but it's still not like okay. That's the weird part. But it's just accepted in society. We know it's gonna happen. So, I'm just like, nah, you need to calm down. So he dodged my swing, my first swing. Then I remember what my instructor told me, and this is before I became, you know, master grade instructor, martial artist, mofo version of myself. Do not seek to aim for the face. Now, mind you, I'm paraphrasing. Do not seek to aim for the face, because the face is one of the hardest things and most agile things you can aim for on the human body. You could fake like you're going for the face, and the rest of their feet may stay still, but you're better off trying to aim for bigger targets on the body, or hitting their defense until they can't defend anymore, as in the forearm or the hands, stuff like that. Pretty good shit. Dangerous shit to tell a child though. So I miss. Billy gets back up, bum rush tackle this dude, and he did a good one, but he did a little bit too good, because when he tackled him, he made enough of a space to where he couldn't hold on to him because he pushed him so far back. So the kid fell, rolled, stood back up, and he started running at us, and he was getting ready to punt Billy in the face. So I threw the bike at him.
Nice.
Yeah. Caught his ass in the kneecap and the shin, right?
Nice.
And he wasn't laughing after that. So he was making these angry grunts, but he was still coming towards us. So me and Billy Billy stands up and he looks at me and he's like, we can take him. I was like, hell yeah, we can. So now we're all walking at each other like some, I hate to say it, some final showdown at the end of the movie or a classical anime rival bullshit. But there's two of us and one of him. So we're literally walking and I was like, I said, I don't even fucking know you. And then he's like, fuck you. It's like, and Billy's like, you have a fucking problem and you've always had one. This is why no one loves you. So,
damn.
Yeah, that's what Billy said. So I'm like,
he was psychological.
So the dude stopped moving and started blinking. I was like, Billy, do you know him? Billy, do you know him? I was like, I think so. Shit you not. Guess who jumped off the railing? Ashley. Uh-huh. So now Ashley is riding this motherfucker. She's like literally holding on to his neck and she's yelling, ninja! So I was like, no, we need to help her. So we both just start charging at this dude. We knock him down. But since she was on his back, all she did was basically land on her feet and stand there. And she started stomping on his fucking face. And and I'm just like, hold on, wait, where's that shin that I kicked with the bike? I start punching the shit out of that shin. And then Billy's like, nah, I'm just gonna stand here. And he got a whole entire foot with his whole body on this dude's stomach. Right?
Okay, like
yeah. So then I hear, what the hell are y'all doing? So we all look at each other and we just run. And we all know where we're running. Uh-huh. We don't know what the fuck happened to this kid.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Now, speed forward to 11 years later, or just about 11 years later. I'm like, I finally get to drink legally adult, like, or around that time frame, right? And
keyword in that sentence was legally.
I'm coming out of the bridge on the Daily College. For those who don't know, besides being world famous somehow, the old mayor of Chicago, Illinois, Mayor Daley, has his own college. But the entrance from the parking lot has an overhead bridge that gets you to one of the entrances. That bridge gets over 88 degrees in the fucking summer. There is no AC. The ground is made out of cement mixed with asphalt, and it's got like 20 glass windows in it. It's essentially a sauna. You're walking through a sauna, right? And I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck did I walk through this goddamn bridge. I know I can go out the fucking side entrance and walk around, and I ain't got no fucking car. What? Like, what? This is the one time I did. Like, why the fuck did I do this? Right? So I'm doing.
By the way, that bridge is only for people with cars mostly. Like, that's what most people.
Yeah. So and it's also, not too far. It's like it's got a divider right next to like 2 restaurants and a bus stop. Yeah. Maybe that's why I was going on, but I don't normally do it. So I'm doing that thing where you pull your shirt back and forth to make a little breeze under you, and I got my book bag on one arm, and some dude dropped his book, right? And he was going into school as I was coming out. So I'm like, hey, I got you, bro. Oh, thank you. So I look at this hot ass chick, this black haired white girl, and something was wrong with one of her eyes because her eye was actually red. Now, I'm not saying if you're a freak if you have a red eye, but a red eye is practically impossible unless there's a medical or a genetic condition. No one is actually supposed to have a red colored eye. And I know it's not a contact. So I say, oh, cool eye. Oh, well, thank you. And then she looks at me and she's standing there and she doesn't move. She doesn't say anything, but she has a confused look on her face. And I look at her, this 6'2" girl, and I'm just like, you okay? Like, oh yeah, I think I'm fine. And I go home, if you say so. Now, 3 weeks later, I saw somebody doing cartwheels down the street or backflips down the street.
From where?
It's not there anymore. I don't know if you've been recently, but there's actually a bridge that leads into the parking lot of Daly College, but it's a swirl bridge. So in order to go to it, you got to turn your car like right until you get all the way to the top of the bridge. Then you come down into the entrance of the parking lot through a slope.
Oh yeah.
There's somebody like backflipping. I was like, damn, that's really fucking good. And then there's this really tall dude watching her do this. I was like, oh, maybe it's a couple siblings. I don't really care. I was like, oh, she really good at flipping. And then I just hear, hey! The fuck? So I'll point to myself and, yeah, you! Hey! Come here! No!
Exactly. Check it out! Nah, bro.
I just said no! I was like, L! It's like, the fuck? One of my oldest, and I still consider it dumbest nickname. Now, my dad wasn't bad at giving his children nicknames. He had a lot of them, but I didn't really get a nickname from my dad. My dad literally would just take a part of my name and just say like the first syllable. So he was saying L for Elliot, but not too many people know that was ever even a nickname of mine. So I just go, I'm not coming over there. And that girl that was backflipping, she looked left, she looked right in the middle of the street, and she started backflipping over. And I was like, and when she got to the final jump, because you build up momentum, you can go higher. She got like, I shit you not, 10, 12 feet in the air. I was like, that was really fucking cool. Ashley? That is you.
Ninja.
I mean, I thought about saying that, but I realized how dorky it would be. Ashley the ninja. Come on. So I was like, Ashley. Yeah. So, fucking, I come over there and we just having like the most heartfelt reunion and shit. But here's the thing. There's a fire station right next to this bridge that leads into the parking lot of Daly College.
Billy and Ashley.
Yeah, Billy and Ashley.
Okay.
We started having I was like, wait, how are you two even around each other? Were y'all brothers and sisters? Like, no. So right when they do that, the fire truck starts going off, right? And we hear the fire truck, and when it goes off right there, you can't talk to nobody. And plus the bridge is right there, the tunnel. So it's louder hitting us than it normally would be. So this again, that fine ass lady's walking to the bus stop, right?
The red eye chick.
Yeah, the one with the red eye. And she starts walking towards the bus stop. And fucking she stops dead in her tracks, and she starts staring at all three of us. So we're talking like Ashley looks at her. It's like, is your cousin or your girlfriend's like, do she look like me? Wait, what? How you go from her looking like me to asking me, is she my girl? What the fuck? Like, and me and Billy even said that was kind of a weird transition.
I found it funny how the previous story, you guys stop and you see somebody far off. And now this time y'all have a reunion. You guys stop because you see somebody far off.
Well, no, she was like 10 feet away.
Well, still, somebody looking at y'all.
Yeah, and then she's like, no, like she goes to the same school or the same school. I don't know what class she got. All I know is she dropped her books last week. Oh yeah, thanks for that. And she looks and she stops, and she looks at Billy. It was like, Billy goes, it's like quiet for 30 seconds, like 30 seconds. Hey, you're almost the same height as me. He's like, and I look at him like, yeah, I'm almost, I'm like, yeah, y'all two almost the same height. Why y'all gotta bring up height? Obviously, Ashley is very short. She did grow up more, but she's still short, right? So she looks at me and goes, do you know them? I was like, I mean, yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time. And we don't know why. We're just all being quiet. So then they asked me what I was about to do today. We got on the bus.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Like, did she just walk off after she asked that question?
We're at a bus stop. We all just waited for the bus.
And so she asked, do you know them?
Yeah.
Does she acknowledge Billy and Ashley? Like,
yeah.
Hello?
She said, yeah.
So does she proceed to say why she asked or say anything in reference to the question that she asked?
No. I told you this is going to go some places.
Okay. Let me shut up. I'm sorry.
No. What I tell you can ask questions. So she just asked me, do I know them? I was like, no. I mean, yeah, but we know each other a long time. I was like, oh, interesting. So Ashley's very good at emoting. She has this spider senses going apeshit face going on. A face I know all too well. Billy is just like, tall girl that's pretty. I can see it in his face. He's like trying to ask her questions, imply or find out if she got a man or some shit like that. All that. Well, I mean, we at that age. So, fucking, I'm just like, she just goes, so how far are you guys going down? So they look at me. So we're going to my house. It's like, we're going to your house. It's like, what time is it? Why? I was like, oh, well, hey, look, my parents get home late, but I don't really feel like telling them I'm having homies coming over if I know that y'all probably gonna be going by before she can get there. I know it's fucked up, but there's only been like 5 times where something terrible has happened because of it. Yes, that's gonna be an episode at some point. So we're on the bus and she starts holding my hand. I am getting so many mixed signals.
Ashley or the red-eyed chick?
The red-eyed chick. And now Ashley's like, Ashley's putting on the side of my pants like a little kid, and she's looking at me going, like making a no, shaking her head face. I'm like, something is really, really off.
Hell
yeah. Yeah. So I just said, hey, so you got a trapper keeper now? Yeah, I got less issues. It turns out, on that little bit of moisture coming off from the sweat on that bridge, yeah, I was losing my grip on the books and stuff because, my hands and arms were getting sweaty. Like, yeah, that bridge is a fucking sauna. And Billy even says, like, yeah, I don't know why people go through there. I went there one day in a white shirt. I was only in that bridge maybe 10 minutes. And Ashley goes, 'cause you walk slow, Frankenstein. It's not my name. I was like, you got nickname Frankenstein? No, just Ashley calls me that. 'Cause he walk like Frankenstein sometimes. I was like, what does that mean? He randomly can't maintain his speed and he'll walk like 2 times slower. I was like, that's weird. It's not my fault short people are short. How is that relevant? They told me to slow down a lot because they said I walk fast. I wasn't actually walking fast, but they were shorter than me. They had shorter legs. So now my speed's all kind of randomly messed up. I was like, oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Sorry about that, bro. And then the chick was like, yeah, I had a similar problem. So we don't know where she's about to go or what she's about to do. But we all get off. And we're going to take this, because they hadn't put a gate up yet. We're going to go cut through the train tracks that are around this, that are ironically around 84th or 85th and Kedzie. So I'm going to get home almost 15, 20 minutes faster, right? So we walk straight ahead after we got off the bus, and we went and got there in about 30, 35 minutes. So she's still like following us. So I'm like, hey, y'all still remember where I live, right? Yeah. Okay, just go on ahead. So I was like, hey, come here. Because she like still floating around me. I don't really know your name, but I'm not going to sit up here and deny you are fucking stunning. But what I don't get is what exactly I did to have a fucking you want to do anything with me. And she has a confused look and says, I'm pretty. My brain, I immediately knows I have hit the gold mine. I have found what is essentially a fucking supermodel with tig old bitties that doesn't know she's fucking fire. And she's about to or starting college. I can lock this down before competition even shows up.
Yeah.
And I told her,
Still weird though.
would you like me to show you?
Hey. Now this is interesting.
So, on the edge of my block at the time, there was a Tasty Freeze. And then there's the alleys that lead to the different houses. So we go through the alley, and the minute there's nobody around, I legit just started tonguing the fuck out of her. Okay. Like we were tongue boxing for at least 4 to 5 minutes. I was like, oh, wait, what? Billy and Ashley. Right. Yeah. I was like, okay, let's go this way. So we go through my back gate, like, oh shit, I ain't got the key. Okay. And I never seen a woman do this shit again. She literally put her hand on the top of my back gate and she just jumped with enough force and the pulling of her arm and then rotated to land on the other side. I was like, what the fuck?
So you got 2 acrobatic chicks around you.
I guess. But she was taller than me. So I did it the old fashioned way. What I normally do is, cause the way my gate is set up, the garbage can is right next to it. I put 1 foot on the brace of the gate where the lock mechanism is, 1 foot on the garbage can, and I jumped from there. And I was like, you are just so surprising. So now we're walking back in. I was like, hey, I was like, how did you come from the alley? Don't worry about it. Side door. We're going to go in through the side door. It's like, and I just turned to look, I was like, hey, what is your name? Shion. I was like, and now she's like, oh, that's really cool. Hey, there's a character in Kingdom Hearts with that name. I was like, so Billy starts, Billy starts rolling his eyes like, what? She loves talking about Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. I was like, by the way, what is your name? And she goes, oh, well, I guess I didn't say my name the last time we met. Was like, oh yeah, when you dropped your book. I'm like, who gives your name for someone picking up your book? You know? I was like, I'm not mad at you. And it's like, and that's a pretty cool name. And who really gives the name to someone who dropped a book? Who picked up a book you dropped? I was like, no, I meant a long time ago. I was like, so Billy's like, what do you mean a long time ago? And Ashley's looking at me and like, I don't fucking know. Did we meet her drunk at a party? But we wouldn't all recognize her, or we didn't recognize her, but just have this weird awkward silence around her. Cause I don't know, maybe we thought she was interrupting our conversation of all of us meeting and she didn't. I was like, oh, well, I mean, you and me used to always have issues, and she's not looking at me. She's not looking at Ashley. She's looking at Billy. So shut up. Spider sense started kicking in. I was like, hey, Shion, where did you meet us? What do you mean, where did I meet you guys? We all met right here. What's the problem? It's like, Ashley's like, no, you didn't. You sound like you met us before today. Yes, all of you. Well, we go to school together now. Like, well, we didn't back then. It's like, that's what we're trying to figure out. Shion, where is it that you think you met all of us? Well, when I threw my bike at Billy. Dude, so I'm losing my shit. You ever lose your shit so hard, you lose the ability to hear? You see people talking, but you can't hear?
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, wait. Did I just make out with a dude? Did I just make out with a dude? Wait a minute. Wait. This is not right. Wait, what just happened? Wait. Now, mind you, it sounds like a joke, but this is what's going on in my head.
I bet.
Yeah. So Ashley, so Billy immediately takes like a back upstairs, like shit about to go down. Ashley's looking at me, not happy, like ha, like confused as fuck, cause she thinking the same thing I was. Wasn't that a dude?
Right.
Was like, and William was like, so we all stopped talking at one point. It's like, why are you quiet now? Like, why are you here? Well, I mean, weren't we gonna do stuff? I'm straight.
What?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, I'm taken care of. It's like, the fuck does that mean? So Ashley's like, I know what that means. It's like, I don't know how to verify that. Well, open the door. So her and Ashley go into the basement bathroom, right? And me and Billy have a conversation. Dude, we didn't jump a girl, dude. No, we didn't.
No.
So it's a really pretty boy?
It's a really pretty.
Wait. Why did she think you were gonna fuck her? Didn't you just like get her name just now? I was like, yeah, I don't know what she said that. I have no idea whatever could have put that thought in her head. That's irrelevant. Anyways, maybe she a little drunk or on some ecstasy. Anyways, I was like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. We left her alone with Ashley. So we both try to run in there and we see them coming up the stairs. Yeah, she doesn't have a dick anymore. And then we both just fall on the staircase because you've been in my old house. The side door, there's a staircase that goes up into the living room area and there's a staircase that goes in the basement. We both fucking fell right there because we came in the door at the same time. Right? So that kid was Shion. Shion used to be, and I shit you not, Terrence or Terry. I don't know. Maybe it was Terrence when the nickname was Terry. I don't know. Billy knew her, or no, Billy knew him at the time because she lived 2 doors down the street from him and they went to the same daycare, right? But she got kicked out of the daycare because there was always fights. But she wasn't starting the fights. People were stealing from her because she used to be small and timid and shit like that, right? And Billy, remember when I told you how he used to be a pussy?
Yeah.
He was her friend, his friend, but would never back him up. So Billy would sit there and watch Terrence get stolen from, stole off on, jumped. Mind you, they're toddlers at the time. And his parents divorced. So they moved. So then one day, but here's the thing, that happened a few years later, like 6-7 years later. She had a birthday party. He had a birthday party. Billy got invited.
Okay. You probably need to tell you the names.
Yeah, so Billy and Terrence didn't like that. Because at this point, it was like, fuck them, right?
Okay.
Not knowing that Billy has completely forgotten all this shit happened. Right? Because in between them coming out of daycare, at some point, Billy met me. So even though current Billy, or even Billy that I knew at the time, wouldn't have let that happen or done something about it, Terrence still had that hate, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know what happened to the bike. My guess is someone stole the tires off of it, and seeing Billy just...
Snap.
Yeah, right? So we start talking in my room. Ashley's raiding my fucking kitchen for some reason. And we all just figure this shit out. And here's the cool part that I respect Billy for. Billy told her, hey, look, Shion, you don't owe me an apology for what you did. I understand it. And also, it only happened because I fucked up. Yeah, before he met me. Okay, fine, I give you the credit. You goddamn right you will, Peach. I don't know. This is back in the days when I just got my rocks off of helping or fixing shit for people. Even if they don't pay me, just knowing I did it made me all tingly downstairs. Anyways, so then Ashley walks in and I'm like, Ashley, how the fuck you got half a watermelon? What do you mean? It was in the refrigerator. Ashley, That doesn't mean it was for you. I was like, dude, she's always fucking hungry. And he's like, so I just stopped and think, okay, so are you two a thing? No, I'm just stuck with her until I move. I was like, okay. Would you like to elaborate? Our parents got married. Oh, why didn't y'all say that back then? I'm like, no, this is a recent development. Oh, okay. So Shion looks at me and says, well, I could use a boyfriend. I was like, I still am at a point where I don't want to tell them what we did in that alley on the way here. But I don't want to pass up a 10 who is innocent. A 10 who is an adult who is innocent is practically non-existent. Right? I was like, Shion, let me talk to you in private. We get to talk in private again? I was like, so Ashley, let me look at you like, when did y'all talk in private? Come here. Oh, when he made out with me in the alley and they just both started laughing. You thought she had a dick. That's why you freaked out. I was like, I was like, they are not going to let me live this down for at least 3 years. And then Shion looks at me like, I'm going to tell any of your friends we meet. Why are you even mad at me? I never did anything to you. You punched my shin.
Yeah, fair. But at the same time.
And I said, that was 10 years ago. And I don't have a penis. So Billy comes around and is like, and Ashley, and they both say the same thing. What you gonna do? Hey, we said the same thing. I was like, how about y'all mind y'all fucking business? And now she goes, hey, you got Smash Bros? Yes. Where it's at? Living room. And they both just run off and play Smash Bros. And, well, me and Shion had a very enlightening conversation. And no, I don't mean it in some sensual way. I mean I have no idea how any of this shit works. This is uncharted territory for me kind of way. And I don't know what you think or want to happen, but I'm just going to mention right now, you're uncharted territory for me. Oh, I get that a lot. You have a lot of boyfriends? No. People are interested, then they find out, then they go away. Like, you still got people randomly shitting on you. Well, not like normal where they're hurting me. It was more like they hurt my soul. I was like, damn. Yeah, that's what I said. Damn. Like, hey, you need a hug? I need a boyfriend too. I was like, okay, let's not go there just yet. But listen, how about us three be your friends for now? Oh, I'm still going to kiss you at some point. You're not escaping this, and I don't know why you're changing the subject. Well, I wasn't technically changing the subject. Oh, I know you're scared of me, though. I was like, well, I'm not scared of you. So then she starts, rubbing her nose against mine, and I back up. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. I was like, okay, now I'm pissed, because now it seems like you think I'm a coward, which I'm at this point in time, my age, when I go out of my way to prove I'm not some type of punk bitch. Yes, I grew out of it, and yes, I realized it was wrong, and it's not a healthy mind state to have. But she didn't manipulate me into sex. But I did kiss her again, and then when I pulled my head away, she said, no, bitch, and then grabbed the back of my head, and it became a makeout session. Now, as far as everything else that happened for the next couple of years or whatever, don't worry about that, because that's the end of this story. Any questions?
I don't have any questions. It was a great come around to the I don't know, reunion, I guess you can say.
I mean, yeah, technically it was a reunion.
Instead of throwing bikes, you threw tongue.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I'm literally speechless.
Hey, speak up some, bro.
I'm literally speechless to the point where I don't even know how to even process this, but big kudos to Betty Bob for existing. That guy is a literal, I swear to God.
And kudos to you, because honestly, in that situation, I probably would not have reacted the same way. So kudos to you and how you reacted to finding out that the person you just made out with Yeah.
So see, here's how I look at it. I think the main reason I reacted the way I did, because I've never been a transphobe. You imagine everybody act like this shit is a new thing, but for us, we grew up with RuPaul. And I know RuPaul is not the same as a transsexual, but since we had that middle step, or at least for me, I was more comfortable around them. Right?
Yeah, totally understandable.
I think the main reason I react the way I did is because of one, RuPaul, and two, she didn't have a dick at the time.
Yeah, I guess that.
And apparently that red eye was because there was some blood clotting issue or something. Because, well, Xi'an has been in many fights. Yeah, there's even like a small like bunch of scars going down one side of her rib cage from almost getting tossed out of a moving car. Like her rib cage touched asphalt. So, I'm glad she's in a better place mentally and just with people around her.
Yeah, thank God.